What is up, you guys? It's your boy Jordan, and I come at you again with another video today. Today we're going to be talking about a series that's called Steven Universe, and how much it changes a good portion of the Cartoon Network fandom, and how good it is, and including their music, because I personally think it's good to talk about how beautiful their music is and how it has changed ways and when it comes to other cartoons. Now, if you're not familiar with the American series, Steven Universe is a coming-of-age story told from the perspective of the main character Steven, who is the youngest member of a magical guardian group called the Crystal Gems. He is the youngest, along with his, I would guess you would say, sisters Amethyst, Pearl, and Garnet, along with his father Greg and his best friend, now girlfriend, later on in the series, Connie, and that's about. And you also have Lapis, and you always got Lapis Lazuli, Peridot, and Jasper. But you will get those later on if you see in the series. Steven is a very important gem because he is a formed version of his own mother, Rose Quartz. Before Steven was born, Steven's dad started dating her at the time, and when Rose Quartz, who is also known as Pink Diamond, chose, and that's what she is. She's a main character because she's also plays a role when it comes to the Crystal Society. It's pink diamond, blue diamond, yellow diamond, and white diamond. And that's why Steven is such an important character, and the main character too. Hides behind his mother, that he later on finds out that his mother has made countless of mistakes, and comes to find out why. I'm sorry so much, but he is also a half gem, half human. So he's half alien, and he's around 5'6", dark brown hair, and his eyes are black, 145 pounds, this and that. And he doesn't have a weakness, not that I know of, but the gem in him also plays a very important part, which is also crazy to me to know on how much pressure he has as a kid. Like, personally, if I was Steven's age, I would be so... Actually, I get to his age. Actually, I am around his age. It's just, in the series, I would feel the amount of pressure. And it's just a lot that Steven would have to deal with. And he has the gems along to side with him. It's just, for a long time, Steven has wanted to know the truth about his mom. Just the problem is that some of them hide the stuff that his mom did, because his mom has made many mistakes throughout the whole time before Steven was even born. And on top of that, Pearl always fought behind Rose Quartz, but she would glaze her a little bit. I'm sorry, but if someone won't say, I will. Pearl is a character who will practically glaze Rose Quartz on a daily basis. And it has gotten so annoying to a point where I have turned off the TV. I have to think about this, because she refuses to admit the truth about what Rose Quartz is. Rose Quartz was not really a good person. Rose Quartz abandoned some of her people, not knowing what she was doing. She didn't know what she was doing, but she was always her close follower and her sole companion. I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's what it was. So Pearl is a very problematic character, and when you watch later on in the series, Amethyst is a rowdy one. She was actually supposed to be taller, but she is a great character. And then the last, you got the oldest one, Garnet. Garnet's a great character. Garnet is loved because she tells the future, and she knows when the time is right for everything. That's why you would love Garnet in the series. And she's also played by a black person, so she is canonically black, and that's also what I love about the representation and the afro and everything about Garnet herself. Now, more on Steven Universe. There's many things that I love about it. The music we will save for last because it's going to be a roller coaster. I will advise you guys now. But here are some of the great things I love about the show. Number one has got to be the LGBTQ representation. I personally have friends who are in that community as well, and I respect them for it. I have no problem. This is a safe place. I have no problem with anybody in my subscription, anybody who subscribes to me, anyone is who is part of any part of the LGBTQ community. I love those people, so let's get that part out. Because one of the standouts of the features in this show is the ground portrayal of these LGBTQ characters that includes same-sex relationships with people like Ruby and Sapphire, as well as Pearl and Rose. That was hinted over time. This was one of the first instances of a heteromotive relationships being explored in the animated shows. Also body positivity, because you can show everybody is shown in all shapes and sizes and appearances, challenging traditional beauty standards. The second thing I like about this is the complex characters like Steven Universe himself. He's multidimensional and with rich backstories and personal growing arcs. The whole crystal gems are all relatable because they all have their flaws and they all make mistakes and grow from their experiences, including Steven being a main character and a empathetic, kind-hearted boy who always is learning to navigate life and relationships. His emotional intelligence and kindness serves as a role model for these young viewers today. Now, another thing I like about this series is the art and animation of Steven Universe. As somebody who's been on this platform for about to be 2 years, I have thought about doing, like, when it comes to YouTube, I've thought about animation, but nah, I can't animate. But it's just something that I personally love, and I think in the future I will be willing to do if I continue on with this channel in the future, in a few years from now. But the art style of Steven Universe, it really is unique and immediately recognizable. Like, I'm pretty sure when you see the way that they draw someone like Steven or Gardner, you know who it is. You know who and what animation, what art it is. It blends the elements of cartoons, anime, and Western anime, to be completely honest, to create a very appealing world. The use of color in this show is particularly striking, with vibrant, often dreamlike backgrounds that empathize the show's emotional tone. The animation is real fluid, and the character design is expressive, and it helps to empathize the undertones of each scene. I mean, come on, look at these. You cannot tell me these are a beautiful animated animation that they're doing. Like, come on now. Okay, another thing I do want to talk about, I will not be putting up images of these, but another thing that I would like to talk about is how much of a life lesson this show is for kids, because this show, Steven Universe, for throughout how long has it been, it is a great tool for teaching kids about friendship, conflict resolution, and emotional intelligence. It encourages critical thinking, and it always helps the young reviewers to understand that people are complex and not easily categorized as good or bad. Like Steven Universe empathizes on the importance of kindness and standing up for others and embracing your true self. Okay, usually I wouldn't bring stuff like this up, and this video is kind of getting a little too long for comfort when it comes to videos like these. And not only that, I'm not pulling up images, so I'm just gonna tell you one thing I like. The other thing I like about Steve Universe is the deep lore and the world building, because the show features a rich world full of lore of spans across different realms, including Earth and the home world. The gem race, the history, the motivations, the just exploring it throughout the series. Is the deeper you go into the show, the more layers of complexity um, you can uncover about the gems and the society in conflict. The show encourages the curiosity and exploration with clues scattered throughout the episode, leading to major plot reveals that it's satisfying to uncover. Like I said, I'm not putting up no images at the moment. Now, this next topic I will bring up, images will be like probably one or two or three we put up. Okay, the next thing we can talk about is rose quartz. Now, usually there is a debate I would see with my friends or other people would talk about if she's a good person or bad person. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna go off of good aspects and bad aspects off of her. The first aspect I think that's good is she's the leader of the rebellion because she's portrayed as a compassionate leader to fight against the oppressive system of the gems on Homeworld. She did lead the crystal gems in a rebellion to protect Earth, who were being colonized and destroyed the Gem Empire. But in this sense, she is also seen as a hero who stands up and believes what is right, fighting for freedom and individuality and the preservation on Earth. Also, her love for the Earth and the inhabitants, because she deeply cares for the Earth. And Rose is and that's what's so central of Rose's character. She loves its people and the diversity and how beautiful and chose to protect the planet, even at a great personal cost. Her decision to live on Earth and her commitment is to its defense and is a major part why she is admired by the Crystal Gems. Three, I'm not sure this really cares or matters, but she all is the mother to Stephen Quartz universe, and her love for him is evident even throughout when Stephen even never met her. She is remembered fondly by her allies, especially, like I said, especially Pearl, who views Rose as an inspiring, loving figure. Rose chose to pass on her essence to Stephen was a deep and emotional, selfless act that made Stephen the person he really is today. Now we're just gonna look off the bad aspects of Rose Quartz. Now, for number one, the truth about her actions. As you watch the series and progress, as the series even progresses, it's revealed that Rose Quartz wasn't entirely what she had seen. Like in particular, to be honest, they did reveal that she was Pink Diamond, and Steven never knew that, and never knew why everybody was always after him because whenever they see his shield or gem, it's on side with every other gem. So he figures that out, and even though that is one of the highest rankings of the Gem Empire, this also complicates the narrative of Rose being a unambiguously good character. Rose's actions did involve her faking her identity and leading the rebellion while she was hiding the truth about who she really was as a character. She just put on she's put on a mask and hid it all and create a sense of betrayal for so many characters who actually trusted her, like Pearl. And that is a personal reason why I cannot stand Pearl sometimes. I understand she's on Nandy Dandy and stuff, but one thing I cannot stand is when she can't understood when she was betrayed. She can't understand the PTSD, the things that she does, when like her whole mindset, she will not give up, and it's so annoying. And she ends up having character development eventually, but the development is very poor. It's very little of Steven Universe, and that's about why. That's just my opinion about her. That's just personal opinion, but yeah, that's also a bad aspect. What's also a bad aspect for her is her impact of the rebellion, because she was aimed at the destruction of Earth, came at a great cost. The war that was waged until Many lives were lost on both sides. The rebellion was long and bloody, and even though she did succeed of protecting Earth, there were so many scars among the gems who fought in it, and it struggled and the struggle of the aftermath. Now, also Steven's emotional burdens also make her a bad aspect. The reason why I personally say is because the more Steven learns about his mother, the more he feels conflicted, and the discovery of his mother has made decisions that impacted people's lives without fully understanding the consequences. And even though she was a major turning, even though that her shattering Pink Diamond was a turning point in the story, she leaves Steven grappling. She does leave Steven like grappling on with the legacy she left behind. While Steven loves his mother and must reconnect his image as her being a so-called perfect hero with the flawed reality of who she really was. Also, what was really bad from my perspective, my personal thing was her relationship with Pearl, because her relationship with Pearl has got to be one of the most intense loyalty and love, but also a complicated situationship at the same time. Her obsession with Rose have became borderline unhealthy and bad for her mental health, and much of this stems from Rose's own behavior, such as leading Pearl to believe that her true love was also being involved with other people like Greg Universe. It made this emotionally add layers onto Rose's character. Now I understand that she felt like she was played. I'm pretty sure that's what she felt. But that doesn't give you. But at the same time, you should learn to get over it sometimes. Now, the final thing I will say is just about Rose Quartz herself. Is Rose is purely not good, but she's not bad either. She is a deeply human gem character. I'm pretty sure she's half and half at this point. Like it's coffee out here, but like all humans and gems, they were all flawed. Okay, her intentions were noble. Was her intentions noble? Yes. Was protecting the Earth, rebelling against the corrupt empire, but her methods were flawed. Yes, but the consequences of her actions are morally ambiguous, and some characters like Stephen continue to hear her heroic figure and try to look up to her, while others like Pearl and Garnet grapple with the fallout from her choices. Ultimately, Rose invites the viewers. That's the thing about her. She invites the viewers to think critically about her heroism and her leadership and complexities of identities and legacy. This makes her one of the most fascinating and just crazy characters in the whole Steven Universe fandom at all period. That's my final wording on that. All right, now I think it's time to wrap this up with telling how much of Steven Universe is great on their music. Now, Steven Universe's music is obviously celebrated for its emotional depth, creativity, and variety. The songs have blend heartfelt lyrics with memorable melodies, often reflecting the show's theme of love and the self-acceptance and personal growth. The creator wrote many of these songs, giving people a deep personal artistic touch. Tracks like Stronger Than You, Here Comes the Thought, and Love Like You resonate with fans due to their emotional pack and universal messages. So, like, come on now, the blends of this genre, the soft piano ballads. I'm not gonna play these songs because I'm not trying to get copyrighted out here. You know how it is in YouTube. But they have upbeat anthems, and they create such a diverse, beautiful soundtrack that enhances the storytelling and the world building of the show. The beauty of the music lies in its ability to connect with the audience on a personal level. Stronger Than You embodies so much resilience and identity, resonating with anyone who's ever faced adversity or struggled to accept themselves. And here comes a thought. Here comes a thought is another masterpiece with mental health and mindfulness, and its calming tone of lyrics to encourage listeners to reflect, process their emotions, and find peace in the midst of overwhelming thoughts. This song alone has helped me and many fans realize how feel and understood to be less alone. Then you have a Love Like You with the show. That's the show's ending theme song that evolves over the series because of its soft, bittersweet melody and poetic lyrics that captures the complexities of love, self-worth, and growth in a way that feels deeply personal yet universal. This show and the music, it doesn't just tell a story. It feels putting into sound and how much why fans should keep coming back to listen to the soundtrack, not just as a part of the show, but as it stands alone of the art. Like, come on. Make sure on the comment section, let me know what any specific song in this series stood out from you. I want to wrap it up from here because the video is getting too long. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to hit the like, stab the like button, subscribe, join one of the dreads. As you can see, that's my new. And then join one of the nights. And thank you guys for watching my videos, and thank you guys for just being there. And hopefully we will break 10,000 sooner enough. Please be on the lookout for. I will be dropping new music, and I will be dropping a new video. But we'll be talking about Adventure Time next. My name's Dreaded Knight. Stay medieval, my friends.
Whoa, whoa. You running around drinking liquor, taking pictures 'cause you miss me.